So HowtoDandD has made some changes to the long rest, but actually it's a very minor adjustment. In fact, there are very few changes to the long rest. There's only one that really stands out because I looked at the wording and it's essentially the same thing. The only thing that's different is that when you take a long rest, you can achieve a short rest if you have been resting during that long rest for at least 1 hour. And you get all of the benefits of a short rest. Okay, this has been an argument point. This has been something we have had arguments at my table with regard to, I'm taking a long rest, but we've only got 1 or 2 hours into the long rest before it's been interrupted. So do we get the benefits of a short rest? The problem is you have to make the decision to actually use hit dice, and you have to make the decision to use it that way because the mechanics for a short rest are actually different to the long rest. But by stating this in the long rest, it eliminates that argument. Okay? Because if you do look carefully at the updated 5e rules or 5.5 rules, you'll notice that the definition of how you do a long rest and a short rest are slightly different. And that's where the problem has always been lying. And by doing this, it actually cleans things up. Because I think that was what the designer's intent was in the first place. That is, if you had rested during your long rest long enough to have the benefit, of an hour or more, that you would get the benefits of a short rest. But they just haven't worded it that way. They've just decided to make a slight adjustment. And I think it's a smart move. Nothing else in the long rest has changed. It actually looks far more sensible than it ever looked before. I'm actually reasonably pleased with this aspect of the rules. The refinements to the long rest are much needed, frankly. Just in terms of getting to understand it, making sure it's clear, cleaning it up, it's improved a significant amount. What I'm only a little sad about, and this is my personal bias, is that the short rest is still included in the game, unfortunately. I would prefer the short rest be a variant rule because there's just so many ways that you can reclaim hit points and rest up. I would prefer a game where my players do something and they take a long rest to get everything back, and then they go off and do the thing they want to do, and then they go and take a long rest when they're ready to take a long rest, rather than having two different types of rest type.